So now talking about the advantages of CI/CD. So what was there? How the developers used to achieve a CI/CD before a tool which is helpful for the CI/CD come to picture. So if you see here, before Jenkins, how a developer used to do is that he will be assigned for to do some feature updates or to do some sort of bug fixes or any sort of something like that. And then so what that guy used to do, he used to just commit the code, and late after committing the code, he has to take the code, he has to build in his local machine, and he has to give that particular artifacts to the tested testing people, and then only then he will be deploying the particular artifacts into the particular server, and then we'll be seeing the application is up and running. So for to achieve all this particular deployment from the code commit till the deployment, it is taking a lot of days. So but if you see the Jenkins, so what happens here, as soon as you check in the code, Jenkins can easily identify the latest commits. It takes the code and it builds the application. It When it gets successfully passed through all the tests and the requirement sources that we have provided, then only then it will be putting that particular artifact into the certain server for the deployment. If it is fails, Jenkins will notify the errors to the deployment team so that they can fix it. Now talking about the second point, so let's say for example if someone is working on a piece of code and he's doing the build, then the other developer has to wait for some time to update his code. So there is a lot of time wasting, and the developer used to get bored, and I don't know what he used to do. So while talking about the after coming the Jenkins, so as soon as the developer checks in the code, our Jenkins will pick the code, and then it will be just deploying it. And if there is any new codes, new check-ins that got popped up, the codes and the check-ins will be in the queue. And once everything gets started, when everything gets finished, the other will get started immediately. So, and also you can see here, it is very easy to isolate and detect and fix errors in case of Jenkins, and it's a bit of a very hard task when Jenkins is not there. So if you also see here, the process of code build test process is entirely manual. Now we are using it with the Jenkins tool. So there is a lot of reduction in time. So after that, we'll be fixing the errors and testing them with everything is automated. There is no human effort at all. The deployment cycle is very slow before Jenkins. After the Jenkins, the deployment cycle become very fast. The new features become more readily available to the users, which increases the profits to the organizations. There is a huge change after a CI/CD tool came into picture. So that's how the entire development software cycle become awesome, I can say, after a CI/CD tool.